I'm Rich Torgerson of Star, Idaho, and I've been seeing Dr. Schwendiman for my chronic psoriasis that I've had for probably 30, 40 years. I think I was about 28 years old when I first detected a little spot up on my forehead in my hairline that it looked like a scab was ready to fall off. So I grabbed the edge of it and I peeled it. That wasn't an injury. That's a scale of some sort. Started about the size of my pinky fingernail, and it just got bigger and bigger. And before I knew it, I had about 1.5 inches up here. And so I went and saw my first dermatologist. He took a core sample, I think it was, a biopsy, and he came back and told me it was psoriasis and that there was no cure. It's demoralizing. He says you got to let it run its course. But between my very first dermatologist and this dermatologist, I had probably visited 6 or 7 others, and I was not very impressed. The topical skin treatments were causing my skin to be thin, without mentioning any names of the drugs. It got to a point where it was intolerable, and I stunk. Some of these drugs kind of stink, and I just didn't feel good about it. So I just dropped everything. Dr. Schwendiman, I read his bio, and I do a lot of research on who I use. I was impressed, and his personality and his professionalism puts me right up there that he is interested in me. Oh, it's been bad to extreme, probably 10, 12, 15 years. Painful, itching to the where it itches so bad that I would scratch it just to soothe it. And before I could stop at that threshold, now it hurts and it would bleed. And now I have to wait for it to heal. And during the healing process would just drive me up a wall because it itched so bad. But my back and my side were the most painful, not itching or irritated, painful. Almost felt like I had a case of shingles many years ago, and shingles was nothing compared to this, and I'm not being exaggerating. Well, it prevented me from wearing shorts, that's for sure, because it was all over my calves, the back of my hamstrings, a little bit on my knees. I got to the point where I would not wear a short sleeve shirt because of my elbows and my arms, back of my arms. I wouldn't go without a shirt. And I love to go out and mow the lawns and, just the last time I went into anything public, I had these compression sleeves over my calves just to cover it. Not because of circulation, just to cover it up. Yeah. And my wife would always tell me, let's go to the water park, which is not too far from here. And I said, oh, I just can't. Anyway, there you go. Right off the bat, he knew that I needed relief. And he assessed it 60 to 70% of my body, moderate to severe. And he used the word severe with emphasis. Mm-hmm. When I heard that it was Ilumya had been approved, the doctor's office called me back within just hours, said we had an opening. Can you make it here? Nice. Man, I was on the way. I was on the way to get the first injection in February. This is my first biologic. I thought to myself, I've dealt with this long enough. I'm 68 years old now. I've got to, if I end up going to my grave, I've got to go there in comfort. I can't die of stress. About every other night, it gives me foot massages for about 8 minutes per foot, and she won't go over 8 minutes because she watches the clock. Anyway, enough of that, but when I extend my leg over her lap, she's now not afraid to rub my legs because there's no plaque. I mean, within 4 weeks of my first injection, plaque was almost gone. And the redness after my second injection at the 4th week was really starting to fade. And now, well, today is the 12th week, and injection number 3. Couldn't be happier. Give it a chance. Go see Dr. Schwendiman, or at least, I don't know about the other doctors here, but this guy's on the level. My wife is impressed.